Shytoshi is back. After weeks of complete silence, he drops a cryptic message. Most people are ignoring it. But that might be their biggest mistake ever. Yeah, it looks like astrology nonsense. But hidden inside are massive clues. Clues that could change everything for Shiba Inu. The chart is shifting, the whales are moving, and the price? It's about to go insane. This is not just another update, this could be the beginning of something huge. But what am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. And just like that, Shytoshi Kusama is back. After being completely silent for over a month, offline, no updates, nothing, he suddenly reappears. And instead of giving an ordinary heads-up message, he drops a massive cryptic post that reads more like a prophecy than a tweet. Here's what he said. Although I am not yet ready to speak on what happened and my prolonged absence, I asked my astrologer to give a synopsis. And for the astrologers out there, turn to God. Surely you see his fingerprint. And then what follows is something straight out of a mystic's journal. It's titled, A Destiny Written in the Stars, the rare cosmic activation of a fated leader. The message talks about how his recent disappearance wasn't a breakdown, but a rare and extraordinary cosmic activation. According to this, it was all preordained. A destined transformation written into his celestial DNA. The post goes on to describe his birth chart as having a double yod, something extremely rare in astrology. It's even called the finger of God. Basically, it suggests that Shytoshi was always meant to go through this kind of deep crisis because it would unlock a higher version of himself, like some kind of spiritual reboot that only a few are chosen to experience. The message wraps up by saying that now, after this activation, Shytoshi is no longer walking in uncertainty. The road ahead is clear. That his future success isn't just likely, it's guaranteed, because the universe needs him to succeed. Heavy stuff. So, what do we make of this? First, the timing. He's been missing for weeks. The community has been buzzing with questions. Some people were concerned, others frustrated. And then he returns, not with an update about the project or a roadmap, but with this kind of poetic, cosmic manifesto. It's dramatic, it's intense, and very on-brand for someone who's always wrapped themselves in layers of mystery. There's definitely a sense of rebirth here. Like he's trying to say, something happened to me, something big. I can't explain it yet, but just know I've changed. And what comes next will be even bigger. Now let's try to unpack the hidden meaning here. He mentions an astrologer. That's symbolic. It tells us he's trying to frame his absence as not random but divine. This isn't just I needed a break. It's the stars forced me to evolve. And the use of the term double yod is super deliberate. In astrology, a yod represents pressure, transformation, and fate. But a double yod, that's supposed to be ultra rare, like being chosen. It implies that his struggles weren't setbacks, they were initiations. There's also a not-so-subtle message in here for anyone paying attention. Don't worry about the silence. I've been leveling up. He talks about leadership, innovation, systems that shift reality itself. That's not just spiritual talk. That's a direct hint at what might be coming. Could be tech, could be updates in the Shiba ecosystem, could be something totally unexpected. But the tone here makes one thing clear. He's building something big, and this disappearance was the storm before the calm. So, is this real? Is it marketing? Is it a way of rebuilding hype after a long absence? That's up to interpretation. But whether you believe in astrology or not, the message hits differently. It's theatrical, yes, but also kind of brilliant. It turns what could have been a PR disaster into a mythical comeback. The real question is, now that he's back, what's next? Because if what he says is true, we haven't seen anything yet. But here's the thing. That message didn't end there. And I know if you're watching this hoping for a Shiba Inu price breakout, you might be thinking, alright, cool story, but what does any of this have to do with Shiba Inu actually pumping? Well, stick with me. Because what happens next connects the dots in a way that could point to a major shift in Shiba Inu's future. It's not just about astrology or fate anymore. What Shytoshi posted after this might be the clearest sign yet that something big is coming. And it goes way beyond just words. Let me show you what I mean. The cryptic post alone had the Shiba Inu community buzzing. People were reacting in every direction. Some were inspired, like they were witnessing the beginning of a powerful comeback. Others were confused, unsure what to make of all the astrological talk. And of course, there were skeptics, people who felt like the message was all smoke and mirrors, maybe even a distraction from the silence or lack of updates in the project. Still, whether people believed it or not, everyone was talking. The vibe shifted. That sense of mystery around Shytoshi suddenly had new energy behind it. The message felt spiritual, almost prophetic, and that sparked all kinds of emotions. Hope, curiosity, doubt, excitement. It was like the community got a glimpse into something bigger than just crypto. But just when things started to settle, he dropped another bombshell. A follow-up post appeared, clearly meant to address the people calling him out or doubting the first message. And this time, he didn't hold back. Here's what it said. To those who say I am lying. First, LOL, and second, read the follow-up. Finally, don't take this as a reason to follow astrology. Follow God, for this is just his code. And then comes another wave of that cosmic language. From my perspective, after deeply analyzing his astrological blueprint, including a rare double yod, finger of God, an activated north node at 0 degrees Leo, a powerful Libra stellium, and multiple indicators of karmic destiny, the idea that he is a fraud or a liar is not just incorrect, it fails to grasp the sheer cosmic weight of what is unfolding. So basically, he repeats the key message from before. This isn't just about Shytoshi being smart or ambitious. It's about fate. It's about being chosen. The message argues that the struggles he's gone through were part of a cosmic design, and that those calling him a fraud are simply missing the bigger picture. According to this, the doubt he's facing isn't surprising. It's part of the journey of those destined to lead. Now, let's sit with this for a second. The follow-up feels like it's doubling down on the narrative. Not only is Shytoshi embracing the idea of being transformed through struggle, he's claiming that the very stars confirm it. That it's not something you can fake. That his chart, his destiny, his purpose are all aligned. And that anyone who doesn't see it, they just aren't ready to understand yet. It's a bold move. He's turning skepticism into part of the myth. Like, you have to doubt me right now. That's how the story goes. But when it all unfolds, you'll look back and see the truth. So what does it really mean when he says, follow God, not astrology? This is just his code. He's flipping the whole message on its head. He's not trying to get people into horoscopes or predictions. He's saying that astrology, in this case, is just one way of understanding divine intention. That everything happening right now has been written long before we could see it. And again, it ties back to what's coming. He's building something, planning something, and all of this, every word, every cryptic post, is setting the stage for that moment. Whether you believe the cosmic narrative or not, the message is clear. Something big is on the horizon, and Shytoshi wants us to know this is just the beginning. Now let's talk to the investors. Because I know there's a big part of the Shiba Inu community that isn't here for the cosmic metaphors or astrological charts. They just want to know one thing. Is the price going to pump? And here's where things get interesting. These two tweets, no matter how cryptic or spiritual they seem on the surface, actually carry huge weight for Shiba Inu's potential movement. Why? Because they're not just random messages. They're signals. Signals that something big is brewing behind the scenes. And when a key figure like Shytoshi, who's been completely silent, comes back with this kind of energy, it wakes people up. It stirs the community. It reignites attention. And in crypto, attention is everything. Now combine that with what's happening on-chain. Just a few days ago, investor interest in Shiba Inu started spiking. There was a massive 200% increase in large transaction volume. That's not retail noise. That's big money. That's whales. And when that kind of volume suddenly appears, it usually means someone knows something, or they're positioning themselves before a major move. This is a key signal. In the crypto world, sharp increases in large transactions often happen right before something shifts. Pair that with Shytoshi's return and these mysterious tweets, and you start to get a clearer picture. This isn't just about storytelling, it's about timing. And right now, we might be looking at the perfect storm. Technically, the charts are also showing strong momentum building. Shiba Inu has been consolidating, holding support, and now the liquidity is starting to flow in again. That's often the setup for a breakout. But what makes this moment even crazier is that it's all happening as Shytoshi reemerges with these hints of transformation, leadership, and big things to come. So here's the truth. Even if you don't care about astrology, even if the tweets sound like poetry to you, what matters is the effect they're having. The community is waking up, the whales are moving, and the signals are aligning in a way we haven't seen in a while. This could be the start of a full Shiba Inu revival. Not just hype, but real momentum. The kind of movement that gets picked up across social media, trading platforms, and news headlines. That's how pumps begin. They don't start with fireworks. They start with pressure building under the surface, and then suddenly, boom. So yes, if you've been waiting for that next big Shiba Inu moment, we might be closer than we think. Everything that's happening right now, the messages, the energy, the volume, the attention, it's all tied together. Whether by fate or just perfect timing, the setup is real. And if this really is just the beginning, then we're about to witness something wild. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.